In this video, I'm going to show you where you can rent a fishing kayak in San Diego Bay. Let's go. Hey, Roman Castro here. Welcome back to the channel. If you enjoy fishing, kayak fishing, all kinds of fishing, consider subscribing. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss anything. So I've been listening to some of you. Some of you guys don't have kayaks, don't have a float tube, don't have a boat, and you follow my stuff, and most of the stuff I do is from my kayak. And some of you have asked me if I know of a place where you could rent a kayak, a fishing kayak to be specific, with pedals, right? So I've been doing my research, I looked around, and I found this company called Eco Boat Rentals. So I reached out to Eco Boat Rentals, and Russ responded. Russ is the owner there, super cool guy. I asked if he wanted to partner up and do a referral program with me. So we talked about it, went back and forth, and he agreed to do it. And so we're doing it. So I am an affiliate, I'm an official affiliate of Eco Boat Rentals now. Let me tell you what an affiliate is. So as an affiliate, I basically promote the business, I promote the kayak rental business for him. And in return, he gives me a commission on anybody that books through my referral, okay? The cool part about an affiliate program is that it doesn't cost you anything extra to book that same session, but I get a commission. That's how that affiliate program works. So for me, it makes it cool to have like a little income source, and for him, it makes it cool because he's getting an audience of people that are actually want to use his kayaks, right? So it's kind of like a win-win, and for you, it makes it to where you don't have to go buy a kayak yet if you're not sure if you even like it. So it's a good place to go and try it out. Get on the water on a kayak, fish it, see if you enjoy the overall experience. If you do, then you can go ahead and go the next step, which would be buying a kayak or some kind of water vessel, right? But anyway, it's a cool way for you guys to try out, see if you like kayak fishing, and it's a cool way to support my channel, and it's a cool way to support a local business, okay? So that's the deal, that's how we're doing it. What we're gonna do for the rest of this video is I'm gonna show you exactly how to book a session, how to get there and where to park, how to walk from the parking area to the Eco Boat Rental location, and how to meet up with Russ, and then from there how to get on the kayak and how to take it out, how to catch a spotty or two in the bay, in San Diego Bay, and then I'm going to show you a couple of tricks on how to handle wakes and how to maneuver your kayak around, and some markers, some visual aids for you to get back to the rental place, and then we'll wrap it up from there. Okay, so for starters, we're going to start here on my homepage at romancastro.com. And I'm going to change it to say romancastro.com/kayak rentals. Okay. Then you're going to hit enter. And that'll take you to the booking page. It's called poweredbypeak.com, but it's actually for Eco Boat Rentals. And you're going to choose the first option here. The first option says Hobie single fishing kayak. You're going to click on book now. And that'll bring you to the little calendar, and you can choose your date, whatever date you want to fish. So let's say I want to fish Saturday, tomorrow the 16th. I hit that one, and I want to fish for however many long hours. I want to fish for 6 hours, okay? It's about a half day. And it tells you, okay, you have 15 times available to start from. So the earliest time is 6 a.m. Oh yeah, so 6 hours is going to cost you about $79. 4 hours is going to cost you $59. 1 hour is going to cost you $29, but fishing for an hour is not that long. You'll be in and out before you know it. So I recommend at least 4 hours. Probably the best bang for your buck is 6 hours. And then say you start at 6 a.m., you'd be done by 11. And you can extend that. You could talk to Russ there at the shop to see if you want to update your booking and make it longer if you want to fish for longer than 8 hours. But that's what the booking set is limited to now. So let's just do 6 hours for now. So 6 hours, that's going to be 15 available time slots for starting. So let's just say I want to start bright and early. I want to start right at 6 a.m. or 6:30. So I'm going to click 6:30. I'm going to put in my name up here for the booking, and my phone number, and my email address. And it says, do you need a California sport fishing license? I don't, because I already have one. If it's your first time fishing, you probably do need one. So click yes. And I think they'll sell you one there, or I'm not sure how that works, but I already have one. So I'm going to select no. I'm going to continue. And then ask you to type in your credit card information here. So put in your credit card information, you can pay for your booking. Once you put your credit card information, this button down here will become highlighted. Just click on that and you'll be able to book your session. Okay, once you get to this screen, it's super important for you to answer this question here. How did you find us? Here, just put in Roman Castro and then submit. And that way Russ over there knows that you were referred by me. That's super important. Also, if you decide to go directly through the Eco Boat Rentals page, like say you forget my link, say you forget to type in romancastro.com/kayak rentals, then you can still make sure you give me credit by, you still book online, you choose Hobie Fishing Kayak Rentals here, not Fishing Kayak Adventure. Hobie Fishing Kayak Rentals are here. Click book. You'll go to the same process, and after you book, go to that question and put in refer to or put in heard from you guys from Roman Castro. Or if you forget to do that when you book, just tell Russ in person when you show up for the actual rental, tell him that I referred you. And he's a cool dude. He'll give me credit for it. So just make sure you do that, please. Okay. Let's go to how to actually get there. So let's move on to the next part of this video. So let me show you guys where to park. So this is Harbor Drive right here. Behind me is Harbor Drive. And you're gonna come down Harbor Drive, like you're going to Pizza Nova right here. So that's Pizza Nova. And in Pizza Nova, there's a parking that's really close to the restaurant. That's the first row close to the restaurant. You want to skip that. You want to go to when you come into the parking lot, you want to go into the first lane. This lane is for 72-hour parking. It's public parking, and as long as you're doing business here at the docks, which Eco Boat Rentals is, so you're allowed to park here. Okay, so try to stick to the 24-hour, the orange zone, since there's guys here that are going on multiple trips, on multiple day trips that will need the 72-hour parking spots. But if they're all taken up, then you can park here for while you're here. Okay, so let me show you what the sign looks like. Here's the driveway. You're gonna come in here. If you're coming to the driveway, you make a left or right away, and you'll go into the 72-hour parking area. See, that's the green line. That's the 72-hour parking. So that's where I parked my truck for now, just to show you guys around. From here, it's like maybe like a 10-minute walk to Eco Boat Rental. So let's go on that walk real quick. I'm gonna lock my truck. Now we're gonna walk down the harbor here, down the marina to Eco Boat Rentals. Alright, so here we are, we're coming across over to Pizza Nova's over here on the right. I'm going to walk right past this fountain here and make a right when we get to the edge here of the walkway. Cool. So here we are. I'm going to walk past Pizza Nova up here. Okay. So we're going to keep going. You're also going to pass Sport Fishing Association of California. So keep going. You're also going to pass Royal Polaris and Shogun. Keep going. We're still going, walking down the boardwalk. You're going to pass Fisherman's Landing. Good spot to get some lures before you get to the fishing. And we're going to keep going. Mitch's Seafood, good place to eat. And Mitch's is in the same building as Point Loma Sport Fishing. You're gonna go past all this stuff, still keep going, past Point Loma Sport Fishing. The H&M Landing sign, I'll show you guys what it looks like from the front. So H&M Landing, if you get to the sign, we're traveling this way. Right here, guys, that's Point Loma Seafoods. This is the end of H&M Landing, and here is Eco Boat Rentals, guys. Here is a sign for this, guys. This is Russ. I forgot to turn on my microphone when we filmed this part, so sorry. He's basically telling us that when you show up, you're gonna wait at the sign here, and he'll be able to see you from the dock, and he'll come up and get you. Don't walk through the gate on your own. It's because of the COVID thing. All right, so now you made it down to the dock.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the dock. Let me take care about you. How you doing, guys? Check out this. That's awesome. Perfect cushion for your back.
social distancing pole?
Yep, social distance pole, that's how stay.
Put my cell phone in there. Alright, so a lot of you guys, if it's your first time on a kayak, don't think of it as a stable platform. You have to get low and get in with your butt, not with your feet, because if you try to stand up on it, the first thing that's going to happen is going to get out of your way and you're going to fall. So get low and put your butt in the chair as safely as possible, and then shift your legs over. Okay, I'm going to try to do it while holding this camera. Cool. And right now, Russ is holding me in place with the safety hook. Cool.
All right, you ready?
Rudder right here. Rudder's right here for turning. And here's where you get your propulsion from. I'm ready.
Okay, cool. Let's go with you.
Cool.
Have fun there.
Thanks. Got it. All right. So you stow away your line up here so it's not dragging in the water, and this is the rudder that controls which way you turn. Okay. So if you move the rudder to the left, your boat will turn to the left. If you move your rudder to the right, like this, your boat will turn to the right. So go back to the left, and now we're moving. So right here, notice that my legs are a little bit too high, a little bit cramped, and I'm hitting the end of the range of the thing. See how I'm hitting the end of the range of the pedals, and I don't feel comfortable with my legs up so high. So I'm going to adjust the pedals a little bit. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, that feels better. That way your knees aren't on your chest the whole time, and it's comfortable to pedal. Okay, it's pretty stable. Usually on a Hobie Prongler 14. This is this little Passport. It's a 10.5 foot kayak. Feels pretty good. You can really get going. Like when you're paddling on these kayaks, guys, you need to paddle the whole range. Like you don't need to do this. It's just as fast. It's just as fast if you make little pedals, little strokes like this. All right, cool. So now we're on the water, and your fishing range has increased by a ton. So gone are the days where you're fishing from shore, trying to get your line stuck on stuff. Now you can come up to the stuff that's like this piling here. All kinds of different things that you can fish on that you didn't have access to before. So we're gonna kind of put around the bait here and see if we can catch a spotty on the dock. So if you're like brand new to this and you don't have a rod and reel, they're gonna provide you with a rod and reel for the session. They have a bunch of ugly sticks. These are Shakespeare ugly sticks GX2s with what is this? This is an Okuma Kaimar C40 is the reels they're supplying. If you don't have a setup and you just want to try kayak fishing from scratch, they're going to provide you with a rod and reel. Or you can bring your own stuff. So there's 2 rod holders, you can bring 2 rods. I'd recommend just bringing 1 or 2. They have some baits here, but I recommend you bring your own lures, like we talked about earlier. We're going to try to catch a spotty on this. I'm using a little Ned rig because I love fishing with these things. So this is a Ned rig with the TRD lure. This is made from Z-Man. So these are the baits I like to use. This is what I brought. And now we're going to try to catch a spotty with this on this kayak with the setup. So let's go. See. Yes. Alright guys, here he is. One spotty. A little spotted baby bass guy. Smells just like a fresh fish. Look at this guy. Spotted baby bass on a little Ned rig. Okay? So get out here, rent one of these kayaks, get on the water, get more bites. Let this guy go. Take the hook out of him. Take the hook out of this guy. Make sure the line is clear, and we're gonna release him. Alright, here it goes. Ooh, here we go. If it's your first time on one of these kayaks, I wouldn't recommend getting too close to all the boats because you don't have reverse, you only have forward. So you got to plan your entry and plan how you're going to get out without hitting anything, okay? So if you're going to fish this piling, for example, you set up your kayak so that you're facing out. So when the wind takes you towards the piling, you just pedal and you'll be out of the way. You don't hit the dock, okay? So things like that you got to be aware of. Let's see if we can catch one more fish before we go. One other thing to remember is if you feel like the kayak is not turning even though the rudder is turned, it's probably because you don't have enough momentum, or you're going as fast as the water is going in the current. You're going as fast as the water is going in the current, so there's nothing for the rudder to push against. So you got to make sure you get some momentum first, and then turn, and your kayak will turn just fine. Okay. So there you go. See. But if I was stopped and I'm turning my rudder, it won't make a difference because you have to have some forward momentum in order for that rudder to catch against the water to turn against it, okay? So you guys can see what it looks like from your perspective. Okay, we're gonna keep going until I catch a fish. Some line out, open the reel. Now you have about that much slack on your line. And I'm keeping the line in place with my finger here. And then when I let go of my finger, the line's gonna come out. Okay, it's gonna drop, so let's reel it back up. Get about that much line hanging from your rod. Hang onto the line with your finger. Open the bail, and then swing the lure, and when it's at the end of its swing, you let go of your finger up here. Here it goes. Swing, let go, and drop right next to the piling. I'll let it go all the way to the bottom. Close the bail, and wait for a bite. Oh, I think I got a bite. We got a bite, guys. There it is. That was like, I could not have planned that better. That is awesome. There it is. And that is how you catch a spotty on the docks from a kayak. So a good thing to remember is you want to have your hand on the line here, let the spotty hang, and then as he's hanging, he'll open its mouth. And once he opens his mouth, you hold on to the lure, and you put your thumb in his mouth. Be careful with his teeth. You want to give your thumb a little bit of a gap like this, okay? So see, as soon as you put your finger in his mouth, it's going to go crazy. So here's how you lip it. Once it's lipped, let's get the hook out of him. You push the opposite direction that the barb is. Oops, I'll drop them. Okay, well, I'll explain that in a second. See how the barb is down here? You want to push the opposite way of the barb so it opens it and then pulls it out, okay? All right, hopefully you can see it. I don't know if that's my blood or his blood, but there he is. There's a spotty. And always, guys, we want to release these guys because this one's actually too short to keep. If you come out here, guys, to Eco Boat Rentals and you rent one of these kayaks to go fishing, and it's your first time fishing from a kayak, you don't know what it's like, I would recommend that you stay within the harbor. There's plenty of good fishing in here to get you started and to see if you even like the sport. There's no point in going out into the main channel and risking getting tipped over when you're that far away from the actual center. You could actually get lost. So unless you're super familiar with the harbor and you've been on a kayak before, I would just stay to the harbor. And here it's pretty big. Like, I'm kind of like going through it now. There's tons of structure everywhere. There's tons of docks. If you don't feel comfortable going in towards the boats, you can stay outside the docks and cast at the end of the docks. There's also moored boats over here. You can cast on all those moored boats as well, right? Just try not to bump any boats. Try not to get, especially the newer boats up there towards the beginning, because those are like boats that are new for sale. So you don't want some kayaker bumping into your brand new car that's not even sold yet, right? So just be mindful of that, and that way you don't mess it up for everybody else that's trying to kayak fish out here, right? We don't want kayak fishing to get banned. So I'm gonna make my way out to the end of the harbor here, because once you come out the harbor to the right, there's a shallow area that tends to make the wakes from the bigger boats bigger than they would normally be. Okay, we're gonna go look at those wakes, and I'm gonna show you, if you do end up coming out here, the best way to handle a wake coming at you. Okay, you gotta hit a wake like a T. You gotta if the wake is coming at you this way, you gotta hit it this way. You want to hit a wave perpendicular, okay, which means you basically want to T-bone the wave. That's the best way for the kayak to stay upright. If you catch a wave broadside right from the side, in other words, if a wave hits you parallel to the boat, it's more likely for it to flip you, right? So it's too much of a big weight shift. So you want to hit a wave head on, so T-bone it, okay? So let's go, we're gonna go find a couple of wakes. I'm gonna show you how to do it. So that's the Valley High, right? And that is the main channel, the main bay. There's no speed limits over there. Boats can go as fast as they want, and there's no size limit on boats. There's huge boats that come out of here, right? Okay, and then there's all these boats over here that are moored. All those moored boats represent kind of like a drop-off, where it's shallow, and then right when it gets to the boats, it gets deep. Well, this whole area right here in front of the Valley High is shallow. So if you're fishing in here and there's a big boat getting across the channel, it'll take a couple minutes before you see the wake. And by the time you see the wake, the boat is probably gone and out of sight, but his wake is like lurking in the depth, and as it gets closer to you, it comes up out of the water because it's shallower, okay? So we're gonna hang out right here for a second and watch a big boat pass by, and I'll show you what the wakes will do. Here comes a boat coming across the bay. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like. Okay, so I see the wake of the last boat starting to form a nice little wave. So let's see how it gets us. Okay, here we go. Hopefully I don't get rolled. See, even this boat that just passed by made a nice wake for us too. So let's see how it does. That's a big one. Okay, remember, you want to hit the wake perpendicular. So you want to hit it like a T. If the wake is the top of the T, your boat is the bottom line of the T. Okay. So this guy's gonna round us. So he's making a different wake for us. So whatever part of the wake is closest to you, that's where you want to hit it as a T. Okay. So I see, here it comes. Here comes the wake right there, and it'll get bigger once it gets close to us, because this marker is representing like the depth. Okay. So here it comes. This is actually pretty big. So they usually come in like sets of like 2 or 3. So here comes the big one. So we're gonna start paddling. We're gonna start paddling so we have momentum. Here comes the first wave. So here's 1, here's 2, here's the big one, and okay, usually you'll catch like the last wave will lift you up the highest, and then it'll slam you down so you catch some water over the bow. So there it is. That's how you would handle the waves like that come at you out of nowhere. If you're fishing sideways like this and you see the wake coming that way, then quickly you turn your rudder, paddle, and you want to basically get right parallel with it. Okay, that's how you would handle that wake. Okay, so now I'm gonna turn around and get out of the zone, and I'm gonna show you what it looks like from out here. So say you made it out of the America's Cup Bay, and you want to get back to the Eco Boat Rentals. Then let's see, that over there is a Valley High. That over there is like Point Loma over there, Valley High, and then here's your America's Cup right here, America's Cup's harbor, and then this is like a naval area. Okay, so basically this is what it looks like when you're coming back to Eco Boat Rentals. Okay, once again, we're coming back. That's the Valley High. That's America's Cup harbor right here. It's a pretty big thing. It's got 2 main entries. It's got one over here and one over here. So basically there's a main channel over here, and there's a bunch of moored boats here, and there's another channel over here. You want to stick to the left one. There's that building I was talking about. It's got blue. Okay, where is it? Yeah, right there. It's got blue siding, red or orange, not red. Yeah, like red or orange brick tops, like roofs. And it also has the bright green highlights. So that bright green highlight should be a good indicator of that you're in the right area. Okay. If you find those 2 buildings, stick to the Valley High side and come in to the left, and you'll be on your way back to the Eco Boat Rentals. Eco Boat Rentals is right behind Point Loma Seafoods. In the docks, you come down the ramp, and usually the first boat on the left is the Vendetta. But if you, instead of going left, you go right, the first dock on the right is Eco Boat Rentals. Let's get back to there, and I'll show you guys how to get out of this kayak. What I like to do is I'm going to come over this way, make a circle so that I'm parallel to the dock, facing towards the dock. Here we go. Here. And coming up for landing. Turn. Look at that. I'm gonna put my weight on my hands and my leg right here so I don't roll the kayak. Hold on to the kayak so it doesn't float away. Get my knees on the dock. And here's one from the docks. Here you go. Eco Boat Rentals, guys, come get your spotties from the kayak. Okay? Nice. Let's go. Oop. He's off. Let's release this guy. All right, we're back. I hope you enjoyed your session as much as I enjoyed my session. That was a super fun outing. It was kind of fun not to have to load up my kayak or put it in the water or take it out of the water, to just show up, walk down the dock, get on the kayak, fish, get back to the dock, and leave. So let Russ take care of the maintenance. Let Russ take care of cleaning that thing. If you're interested in setting up an outing with Russ over there at Eco Boat Rentals, please use my affiliate link. My affiliate link is romancastro.com/kayak rental. If you go directly to ecoboatrentals.com, do me a favor, and when you book your session, in the comment where it says how did you find us, put I found you through Roman's video, or Roman recommended me. That's kind of the way it works. I appreciate using my affiliate link. I appreciate you using my referring to me in your booking, because that's going to give me a little bit of kickback and it'll help me continue to make the videos that you enjoy. So thanks again. I'll see you out there, and let me know what your experience is over at Eco Boat Rentals. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope this video was useful to you. Even if you don't end up renting a kayak from Eco Boat Rentals, just having a kayak from a friend or whatever, this video should help you get some bites going in the bay, and also keep you a little bit safer when it comes to handling those wakes. So have a good one. I'll see you on the water. Woo!